happy to be in Tashkent in Uzbekistan for the first time. I didn't actually have much information about it. I've heard that some people have visited and told us that it's a beautiful country, but I saw it for myself when I've been here for the last few days, and people are so friendly, so sweet. The girls are so pretty, the guys are good looking. So, you know, what more can you ask from a place? And the food is really good. So I've had a good few days here, and of course the show was wonderful with a wonderful audience who were very warm and welcoming. So it was a really good first experience. I hope to be back again.
How did you find the local talent?
Oh, yeah, it was cool. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we come from all different countries, and it's always wonderful to be able to team up with some local musicians. And I got some recordings in advance about the orchestra, and they really sounded very promising. And it was nice to work with them in person. And so I really appreciate all the hard work they put into rehearsing for the show.
Have you worked with other youth orchestras in the region or around the world?
No, I haven't actually. I've always said to promoters, you should have more young people on stage, you know, and because some, you know, youth orchestras are really good. And I don't know why they always give me like older people. And I mean, age doesn't matter in music, but it's always interesting to see what the next generation.
Have you explored the Uzbek music?
You know what? I haven't explored any Uzbekistan music, and I'd love to in the future. I mean, you know, obviously, I guess there's so much music that's worldwide and so much. It's actually quite crazy that the violin, or sort of a semblance of a violin, is in most cultures, most ancient cultures. And so it would be really fun. It's just on a new album to try to filter lots and lots of different new ideas. Maybe for a next show I could get some more folk traditional music rather than modern classical. Folk traditional music would be a fun thing to explore next time. But at the same time, I think you must always strive to just experiment, because even if you get things wrong or you decide you didn't like what you did, at least you did it. And I think experiences in life are so important. I think, you know, happiness is nothing without sadness, success is nothing without failure. And I think to really experience everything in life, like in music, you have to experience everything. And then you will find your own, you know, your own style that maybe you feel comfortable in, and then after a few years maybe push forward and try something new, even if you decide that that's not really for you in the long term, because we're always changing, and that's the most important thing. And I think that it's really important as well to just not listen to too many people. I think it's really important to have constructive criticism and not be stubborn, but sometimes what you're trying to do hasn't been done before, so people get scared when they're commenting, because if they haven't seen it before, they don't know what to say, and what they say may not be very helpful. So you've just got to do your own thing, try to select the good advice from the bad advice, and hope that it strikes a chord with people around the world. So I was very lucky with what I did, that so many people around the world were welcoming to my new style of music. And it's so wonderful to hear that more than 20 years later, you know, I was like 14, 15 years old when I first started doing this. So many years later, more than 20 years later, that we're still doing so much good around the world. So it makes me really happy to hear that people in Uzbekistan want to try my kind of music.